we go from Denver. Taken at the goal line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
At their own 17-yard line.
They'll go play action with Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Hurts will throw. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now the Central Florida product, it's R.J. Harvey. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
9 yards that time.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Nix to the air. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Now it's Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. The third down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time. Back to the air with Nix. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Off the bootleg, here's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up second down. Off the play fake. Nix. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough task here, though. 3rd and long. Here's Nix. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Here's the former Florida Gator, Eddie Pinheiro, to get us started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line. Here we go.
A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun. Gone. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
16 yards.
First down, Detroit. 16 yards on the pickup.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Gone. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll get that complete to the rookie from Arkansas. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
That's another Detroit Lions first down.
A shotgun snap for gone. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. From the 22 now, here's the second down and 6.
2nd and 6.
To the air again. Gone. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Goff now looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Anthony Ferkser, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2.
The Lions will set up for the
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score on the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try to really gain an advantage.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And some room to work. Across midfield. He's on his way. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there from McCaffrey. Give him 58 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he will find his man on the outside. First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
The 49ers
Purdy will throw for it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. Takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 8-6 the score after one. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there in the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Lions first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
That's a really nice job, I think, picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here comes third and about a foot. Goff now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now Goff. Gets this to Ferkser, the tight end. And the Lions are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Gibbs. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
Here's Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Shane Zylstra from 4 yards out. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Dan Campbell makes the call. His guys will go for 2 here.
The Lions will set up for the
Goff looking to throw. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10.
Lions 16.
And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Niners take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Inside the 10, and across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
In the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And he's got it. They convert for two, and that gets them even closer. Now a two-point game.
49ers.
Boy, they're down only one score. Still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. Oh, I think the Niners got it back. Yes, San Fran recovers. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Final play of the half, Purdy.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down.
They'll go for it. Here's Purdy.
That is caught. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
162 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up second down. McCaffrey running up the middle.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Gain of 14 yards. That's another 49er.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 10.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and goal, San Francisco.
Now Purdy. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Jawan Jennings. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And the Lions first down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now gone. He's got his tight end over the middle. That's Ferkser. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop.
And in for the Lions touchdown. Isaac to Slaw from 10 yards out. And the Lions are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that...
And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the 4th. Could have been up 1 with a point after, but they go for 2. It worked.
It almost seems like they're trying to set an identity, doesn't it? We're going to be one of those teams that every time we get a chance to put extra points on the board, we will. Because really it's minimal in difference, right? Whether you're up 1 or 2, a field goal can still get you.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Purdy. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 41 yards.
A 41-yard gain. First down, San Francisco.
Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Throwing, Purdy. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now they...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
It's second down.
Purdy to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Intercepted. The Lions take over.
There's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Gibbs straight ahead. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory.
That's good for a Lions first down.
The carry here for the big tight end. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
At the 3-yard line.
Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown. And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
He's got it. And they will not go quietly as we are back to a 2-score game. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
At their own 16-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. To throw is Purdy.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
It moves to second and 10.
Purdy to throw.
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. Here's Purdy to throw.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Purdy with one final shot here. This one to Bourne, and he's got it.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short.
Is a turnover on downs.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
What a change in this ball game in the fourth quarter, Charles. They just completely took over.